Hello, my yarny friends. I'm Sara Sach, and welcome back to my crochet channel. Today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet the picnic ponytail headband. It's the perfect headband now that we're into picnics and summer and play at the park and being outside and having our hair up in ponytails. It's the perfect headband. You can make it to fit anybody's head because it's a simple 2-row repeat. Just measure as you go and make it for whosever head you want to. From little heads to big heads, this works great. And there's space for your ponytail. But if your hair's short, you don't have to worry about that. That'll just be your elastic band to hold it on the back of your head. So it works for long hair and short hair. It measures approximately 2.5 inches by about 20 inches around. And it's 20 inches around, but remember, it's super stretchy and you don't want to make it too big because you don't want it sliding off your head at a most inconvenient time. Now you can find the complete pattern with pictures on my blog, and as always, I'll put that blog link down in the notes underneath this video. So, what you're going to need to make our picnic ponytail headband is some yarn, and we're going to use this cotton peaches and cream stripey. The color is called Green Stripes, and I really liked it because it's got green kind of tealy colors and some lime green and some white, and it's a long striping yarn, and it's also really soft. You're going to need approximately an ounce, maybe an ounce and a half if your head is bigger, but it doesn't take very much. This has 2 ounces on it, and I ended up making 2 out of one of these other pink ones. All right, so about 1 ounce of a medium weight number 4 cotton yarn. Now I chose cotton because this is a summer headband, but if you have some acrylic or another fiber you want to use, as long as it's a medium weight number 4, it'll work just perfect. Now you're going to need one of these bands, and I like to make sure I get the ones that don't have any metal on them. They're just a nice band. These help it lay better. You don't have to worry about that metal piece, but also you don't get them caught in your hair. And this is what I buy. It's called the Medium Hold, Comfortable All Day, No Damage elastic bands, and these are scrunchy. I think I paid $4 or $5 for them, not very much. And you get 15 on here, and then this one came with an extra amount as a bonus. And I don't really know what size they say they are. They're just your basic ponytail bands. And I almost always buy them in either black or brown, just because I don't really want to try to match them up with the colors. But they do have colors also. All right, so we're going to stitch with our H hook, which is a 5.0 millimeter crochet hook. And then you need a needle to weave in ends and your scissors. Now this is a great stash busting project. You can get in your yarn stash and make these in lots of different colors and lots of different fibers. All right, just make sure you're using a medium weight number 4 yarn. So getting started might be just a little bit what I would call fiddly, and that just means it's a little bit clumsy because we're going to begin by starting with our band. We're going to make our slip knot. And then we're going to go through the band, grab that, and make just a chain 1 or a slip knot, whatever you want to call that, just to get you up to the top where you need to be. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go around that band and stitch a single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and chain 1. So we join to our band with that slip stitch and we stitched 9 single crochets. That's our first row. All right, let's do row 2. So our chain 1 does not count as a stitch, so we're going to turn and we're going to stitch a single crochet right in that first single crochet, and then we'll stitch 1 in each of those single crochets across. This time we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. So we have 9 single crochets, chain 3. All right, for row 3, our chain 3 counts as our first double crochet. We're going to turn our work and double crochet in the next single crochet because that chain 3 counted as our first. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Get in there. There we go. 9 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 double crochets for row 3. And now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So our chain 3 counts as our first double crochet. We're going to turn our work and double crochet in that next double crochet. We're going to chain 1. We're going to skip the next stitch and double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in those last 2 stitches. And chain 3. So we have 2 double crochets, chain 1, skip 1, chain 1, skip 1, and 2 double crochets. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochets and 3 chain 1s. All right, now we're going to turn our work. Our double crochet counts as our first. We're going to double crochet in that next double crochet. We're going to double crochet in the chain 1 space, double crochet in the double crochet, double crochet in the chain 1 space, double crochet in the double crochet. That wants to chase me around there. Double crochet in the chain 1 space, and then double crochet in those last 2 double crochets. And again, chain 3. So now we're back to having 9 double crochets. All right, so now we're going to repeat what we did down here. Our chain 3 counts as our first. We'll double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, and then double crochet in the last 2 double crochet stitches, and chain 3. So again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochets and 3 chain 1s. All right, let's do row 7. So we're going to turn our work. We're going to double crochet in the double crochet. We're going to double crochet in the chain 1 space, double crochet in the double crochet, double crochet in that chain 1 space, double crochet in the double crochet, double crochet in that chain 1 space, and then 1 double crochet in the last 2 double crochet stitches. And chain 3. So I think now you're seeing how the pattern is going to work. We again have those 9 double crochet stitches. So now that we know what the repeat is, which is row 6 and row 7, we're going to continue to repeat row 6 and row 7 for 30 more rows. All right? And each set of 2 rows equals approximately an inch. And so if you're making this for a smaller head, you can add less rows. Remember, it needs to have a little bit of stretch. So if your head is bigger, don't go too big or it might slide off your head. All right? But to fit a 22 to 24 inch head, you need to repeat row 6 and row 7 for 30 more rows, alternating the 2 rows. So I have completed my headband, adding those additional rows, so you will have 38 rows at this point. All right? Now, I do recommend, again, that you measure and make sure that's going to fit around your head. If it's too loose, don't do as many rows. If it's not long enough, add more rows. Because again, I can't stress this enough, we all stitch differently and have different tension, okay? All right, so now we're ready to put it onto our band. So the first thing we're going to do at the end of our last solid double crochet row, we're just going to chain 1. And we're going to turn our work and stitch 1 single crochet in each of those double crochets. All right, and chain 1. So we have completed a row of single crochets and we have 9 single crochets. Now what we need to do is attach it to our hair band. So we want to put it together. Make sure you do not twist your band unless you want to twist. If you want to twist, then just turn it over and you'll have a twist. Okay, I didn't want to twist, so I'm just going to put it like that. We're going to hold it like this. And we're going to single crochet around the band. All right, so we're going to go in our stitch here and around the band and stitch a single crochet in each of those 9 single crochets. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 single crochets stitched around the band. Now we're going to cut our yarn and tie that off. Now this next part is very important because we need to weave this in securely so that this does not come off our band. All right. With cotton yarn, I sort of open up the end of the yarn. That way I can bend it over my needle and put it through that eye a lot easier. Okay, now, it's real important that we weave this in securely. Go through stitches, go through the fibers in between the stitches, not in between the stitches, but in between the loops of the stitches. You want to really get that secure. You don't want it coming undone when you're at your picnic at the park or wherever you're going to wear this. This will probably be my go-to headband running to the store and running errands. Okay, then I'm going to give it a pull and make sure that's going to stay secure. All right, so now I'm going to do this other side. And this is where we started. And since we didn't do any color changes, we just have the two to weave in. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one weaved in and tidied up. So now my picnic ponytail headband is all ready for me to wear to my next picnic. And I absolutely love this yarn for this because it's soft, it's sturdy, and look at the color play in that green. I just love it. This was the green stripes, peaches and cream stripey, and I've got enough here, I can make another one.